Good afternoon, ma.
That's
It's good to have you once again. Yeah. So we're just here, ma, to ask you some few questions and to get your honest opinions on these questions concerning our schools and our society and even the younger ones. By the way, I am Jude Emmanuel from Badi Media Limited, Ayama.
I'm Mrs. Grace of Walker.
Okay, nice to have you once again, ma. Now we'll move straight into these questions. Now, number one question is, ma, why did you choose Infant Jesus for your child?
Well, Infant Jesus is a very nice school. Apart from the academics, they have this moral upbringing, the way they train the children morally. And that is just the reason why I took my child there.
Okay. Now, knowing fully well why you have done or you chose Infant Jesus, which is a very good reason now you're giving us. Now, I want to go into the next question, ma'am. Now, is being a parent a heavy task? We just want to know, even as our children or other parents or those that are also trying to become parents themselves, is being a parent a heavy task?
Well, being a parent is a heavy task because training a child is not easy at all. Before a child becomes whoever he wants to be, the parent needs to work hard to make sure the child becomes a better person in future. So it's a heavy task. It's not just something that you can take easy. You just have to work hard to make sure that your child is the best you want the child to be.
Okay, ma, can you give us, like, from your own experience, how have you been, like, training your child to become better people in the society? How have you trained them?
I've tried all my best as a mother. I try to make sure that I put them in the right way to follow so that they don't go astray, especially leading them in the way of the Lord. Because you have to back it with prayer. It's not that easy, but with prayer, all things are easy. Yeah.
Thank you very much, ma, for that honest answer. Next question is, what do you think is the number one thing that makes children wayward, even our society today? We can see that most of our youths or our children growing up are now becoming wayward. So, ma, what do you think are the things that do make them become wayward or make them become something else or make them become a problem in the society?
Well, I think what makes them to become wayward is the upbringing, as I earlier said, from the home. If you don't train your child in a good way or in the way of the Lord, it gets into the society and you see the society corrupt the child more, even peer groups too. So most of it comes from the peer groups and the society. Even as much as you try to make sure that the child is doing well or is growing up to become a better person, it meets up with peer groups and the society corrupts him more. I think that's the reason of it, why the children are being corrupted these days. Yeah.
So, ma, I just want to ask this question out of line. When you see other children that are kind of wayward coming close to yours, what do you do about this situation, or what do you do in this case, ma?
To be sincere, it's not that easy. But I think, if you ask me of my opinion, I think it's to bring those children close to you too. Advise them, take them as your own child. Because it's not every child, it's not only the child that you gave birth to that are yours. So every other child is yours. So if you see them doing things that are not good and you want them to be close to your child, put them the right way, the way you teach your own child to, so that they can also flow together too.
Rightly said. And I'll move to our next question, ma. So, what is your plan in making sure your own child doesn't grow to become a problem to you and to the society? What is the plan towards this? Like, seeing what is really happening around us.
Well, my plan is to make sure that I commit my child into the hands of the Lord first. Because as I earlier said, prayer covers everything. Then I'll have to train my child, advise the child, encourage that child too. By encouraging him or her, he will become a better person in the future or in the society. So encouragement is the best thing. Try to encourage them. Don't criticize them. Don't become judgmental. Just encourage and advise them too.
Well said, ma. I'll move to our last and final question, ma. Is that how do you plan on making your child become great in life? It is the joy of every parent to see that their child becomes something in life and in the society. So, what do you plan? What's your plan on making this possible in the life of your children?
So the plan is to make sure that the child is being educated. The child has to go through school or learn skills, because without the education or the skills now, you can never become a better person in the future, or your life will not be better. Then you have to go to school or you learn a trade. So you see your life looking very, very well. Because you don't just have to depend on anybody, you have to prepare them for a better future.
Well said, Ma. So, Ma, I just want to finally ask, what is your advice to those young ones, the youth, teenagers, those out there in the society that we see them becoming wayward, or even with their level of education, they still are not doing what they ought to do to make the society a better place? So, man, what would be your advice to those people out there?
Nothing is too late. You either go back to school or go and learn the trade. See, their life will be better. Because without these two things, they can never become a better person. But in as much as maybe their life have been destroyed or damaged by whatever, they can still come back to themselves and say, hey, let me take the trade. Sometimes they look at themselves, maybe they are bigger, they have grown up, they can't go back to school again. But they can go back and learn a trade, no matter what age. And they will now be dependent on themselves, not independent of anybody.
All right, Ma, we thank you for your time. We thank you for your honest opinions, honest advice to society. And we pray with this, your advice, many will hear, many will listen, and many will act on it. So the Lord will help us. Thank you, Ma, very much for your time. Thank you.